back to Cookie Monster thing. Talking to like talking to the guys that book down to Bridgewater and stuff like that. We're talking about different bands. We're looking for live bands out there, by the way. People, if you're looking to play a great venue, a new one called Mike Collins.
What you have to say is
The Bridgewater.
A sadistic feast. The only one to accent is going piece by piece.
Excuse me.
Throws the blood lie on the ground, rotting lives like dead. Decapitated bodies found on my warrior head.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, are you finished?
No.
Okay, Bridgewater Inn. You're looking for bands, and he said the only thing is there's gonna no Cookie Monster. I said, what's Cookie Monster? He said, no Cookie Monster bands. I said, what's a Cookie Monster band? He goes, like Cookie Monster.
That's metal or grind.
Most of what he's saying is Corbin Cookie Monster. But I said, I'm saying to your friend who books the place, and that's, you know what? There's a population down there who just doesn't dig it. That's totally cool. That's the way life is. But I just want to remind you what record label he's with. So, Born of Chaos.
Born of Chaos.
It's a pretty Cookie Monster label.
Great label.
Shout out to
Good
Mike
people.
Collins. I love you, dude.
Shout out to Chinga. I guess Chinga can't play there, can he?
No other bands can.
A shout out to Born of Chaos Records. I love those guys.
I love you guys, Ron and Leah.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yes. And
Happy
I
anniversary.
see success at the time, and I see much more success to come for them.
Oh my God, yeah.
Check them out. If you don't know them, you gotta
They're
know
good
'em.
people. Oh wait, you guys, you know what? This camera's been askew the whole time. How about that?
Check them out. Well,
I mean, it is totally modulistic terror. And it is, they are a vast sadistic feast.
Who? Leah and Ron?
the only way to exit is going piece
By piece, yeah.
Oh. Well,
No,
he knows the lyrics anyway.
That's Slayer, but it's been covered
Oh my
definitely.
God! See, listen to me. I'm super
Malevolent Creation
retarded.
did a great cover of that song.
Wow, you guys,
And Malevolent.
Malevolent.
They fucking played Championship months ago, and I fucking missed it. I didn't
Oh,
find
Championships
out
would
until
fix
after
itself.
Well, I'm
You know
kind of
what?
scared to watch them right now because I think they're going to start hunting imaginary bums while they're buying chocolate milk.
What?
I think
What?
one of them. Well, someone from that band made a post on the metal website blabbermouth.net. He said he went to buy chocolate milk, and the guy at a mini mart, there's a crackhead in there. Haha, I think they ran into a light now.
You think it's funny when I get
There's so many of them in here, there's a light everywhere.
There's a
you
light
turn.
everywhere, yeah. But there aren't any crackheads. But anyway, the dude from Malevolent Creation, he releases a post to blabbermouth.net, said he's at a mini mart buying chocolate milk, and he runs into a crackhead with a gun.
Really? What happened?
He disarms the crackhead pulls out another gun on him. And in the
What
ensuing
happened?
fracas, he kills the crackhead, and the
Why
cops...
did he kill the crackhead with the chocolate milk?
With the gun. He got a hold of the guy's gun. He managed to kill the crackhead, and what he said was... the police got there and he said, please don't release this story to the media. He says, I want to keep this private. But at
Who
the
is
same...
this?
Malevolent Creation, I don't know what member. But at the same time, the first thing he did was release it to blabbermouth.net. So word gets around, the police chief in that area says this story is completely ridiculous. It did not happen. This happened in my jurisdiction. I would have heard of it. Second off, no crackhead has two guns. If they get that component to get more crack.
Yeah.
Listen, no, the crackheads got. You'd be surprised what crackheads have and what they get their hands on. They've got magic powers. And
Well,
Well, what he
they
says
do
is-
have two guns. One's to trade for drugs, and the other's to rob you for drugs.
One they might actually kill with, but the other one they're just going to get more drugs with. So the guy from Malevolent Creation responds, first off, I don't know how this story ever got reported. Then Blabbermouth reminded them, they said, well actually it's because you sent it to us. You sent it directly to us and asked us to post it. Then he goes on and he counters what the officer says, no, he's actually in the next town. This happened in a different town. The officer responded to that and says, look, I'm not going to keep on arguing with this moron. This happened
Recognition for the band.
Yeah, he says, this happened in my jurisdiction. I have jurisdiction over this area. Would get reported to me. Nothing did. This man is lying.
I like the Gerbil and Jerry Penacoli story. Somebody was there or not there?
Yeah. You never heard anything about it afterwards. Yeah,
That's what you get for having a gerbil up your ass.
You get a crackhead with a gun. That's what you get. That makes
no,
no
you
sense
get
at all.
chocolate milk, so it's like.
Wait, no, the chocolate milk never happened. Whatever happened to the chocolate milk? Who drank that? The big
I'm sure he
It
got.
probably got
the Big
spilled on the
Lebowski.
floor.
The dude got it.
It got spilled on the floor in the midst of all that shit.
Who spilled the milk?
I don't know.
I don't know, but somebody cried.
Then
Somebody
some
just got it
fucking
on the crack.
Then it was
Crackhead
left.
cried.
Then some poon jab had to mop it up,
Yeah, but
No.
guess what? The Punjab's the only one with the jobs. How's that?
Thank you, come again.
Simsalabim.
Ed Sullivan.
Simsalabim. Don't you remember that? What was that, with Johnny Quest or some shit? There was some guy who ran with him.
Yeah.
I don't like to say derogatory terms.
No, shit. You can say Johnny. You just say shit. Johnny Quest or some shit. It's just an expression. I didn't say Johnny Quest was shit, even though I don't like cartoons. But
No, yeah, I mean Middle Eastern people, but anyway.
okay.
So
no,
we got
what-
on a bunch of tangents, but I thought it was cool.
But yeah. So wait a minute. What guy from what band was that?
Someone from Malevolent Creation. You're like, Malevolent Creation, Crackhead, Chocolate Milk. You'll get that story.
We're gonna definitely do that. We're gonna put a link to that on our page. Well, okay, Malevolent. Doing it right now.
Malevolent Creation, great fucking sick death metal
Okay,
band. We shouldn't be knocking on them.
We're not.
Yeah, no.
We're not knocking on them.
I wanted to post so that there's
We're
another.
no, we're not knocking on it at all. Malevolent.
There's one band that has sort
Malevolent
of.
Creation, Crackhead, Chocolate Milk. Okay.
Yes. Crackhead.
That's what it's called. That you could look at up and
Well, if you
I'm
Google that
looking
many
up right
terms,
now.
it'll come up
I'm looking it
inevitably.
up right now.
yeah.
That may be remnants of weather decay, but I don't
Oh my gosh, yes there is. Malevolent Creation guitarist kills a crackhead. I'm sorry.
Right on.
We have failure against Phil Fasciana from Malevolent Creation likes his chocolate milk. I went into a stupid little store, but we haven't got chocolate milk in a bowl. Lucky for me, the stupid crackhead burger had worse aim than I did. It went. Okay, which one? Oh no, no, we go. No, we're gonna. This is the one we're gonna post. Malevolent Creations, Phil Fasciana, Nature's
No,
Retard.
well, yeah, I think, yeah.
Guitarist rapes and murders crackhead. Now he's raped him.
Wow.
Alright, now this has gotten too much. We're going to go with Blabbermouth. Wait a minute. Roadrunner Records, Blabbermouth. You can't go wrong with his own label.
Blabbermouth had the follow-up story to that, though. They had when the sheriff responded.
Okay, it has the power, but it has this one too. Apparently, it's just trying to buy some chocolate. Okay, we got Metal Inquisition, or do we trust Roadrunner Records, which is their label?
But Blabbermouth is always they're the best, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to post a link to this right now on our page. It just doesn't have the actual Dead by Evil. Maybe that Rosa wanted to. I want this.
Okay, wait. I can get it. I can get it for you.
Okay, just pull it up. Okay, meanwhile.
Hey, Athena, why don't you come over here and give us a death growl?
I don't have a death growl. Because I look fat and ugly tonight.
You would sound like
No, you
Karen.
don't.
Remember Karen Crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crisis.
Remember
Crisis, yeah.
Crisis. Yeah,
Death, Shed,
I look awful.
Extermination.
I'll get on in a few minutes. How's that? I promise. Before the end of the show, I will. I said to go up and pee real quick. I just wanted to give it this. Pull it up real quick, and then we're gonna break for a video real quick, and I'll take a break and come back down and do close. I mean, we could do this all night, at least. I know we're having fun, but.
I mean, you're taping it, right?
I mean, this is going to HD Tribe, but it's also we're also live right now. But nobody's watching. And we got 15
I
listeners.
come alive. It's a time for celebration. All will to restore.
Wait, your head's being chopped off here. I gotta raise this up. You're too tall. How tall are you?
Got the whole
I
story.
am 6
Okay, I'm gonna crack.
The whole story right here.
I'm linking it. I'm going to link it right now onto our show, which is onto our live, onto our ticker tape. We need a ticker tape. I got to raise this up because it's too short for. Oh gosh, here we go. All right. Oh.
Fasciana claimed that he interrupted a store robbery, which led to him being
All right, we're
shot
gonna-
at 4 times before he was able to disarm the homeless
All right.
crackhead
No,
and
we're
pump 2
gonna, okay, let me just like that, and then we're going to read it. Okay. I'm going to read it. Actually, where's the microphone?
right here.
Okay, give me my phone and push this way. I want this way. I'll be the reporter for the night. You ready? Here we go. We're gonna switch over to the camera number 2 over here behind the thing. Here we go. For some reason, I don't look as bad on this camera. This is bad lighting. Okay, you ready? We're gonna read this story. This is okay. Now we're gonna break 4.
There's no point in reading it, because we talked about it all there, but that post
The
has
story was
everything.
told. Check
sto-
the,
the story was
have a
told.
news minute. We're gonna have a news snippet. We're gonna break. You guys take a little break. We're going to just break for literally. Let me see. Are we got a KMX video? No. No, we're gonna put on just this one. Okay, we're going to break for literally a metal video, and this is it's KMX band, some freak called KMX. His band, Insane's Commandos, which you remade. Did you just redo this one in a mariachi format?
Yeah, I want to read
Oh my god. Okay, now watch this video. This is a metal band, KMX band, Satan's Commandos. This is now in the process of being redone in a mariachi. Mariachi format. Don't ask.
I'm
Here
going
we
to
go.
read you the. Yeah,
You ready?
I'm going to read you the vocals, make it more
And
understandable.
then when we come back, we're going to be hearing the story. But actually, we did have one person ask about this story about the, the guy with the crackhead and the chocolate milk. So we're gonna come back with that story, and then we're gonna close it up with a death metal. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna learn how to growl. Am I learning how to growl? Do you think I could beat Nikita? Nikita, I'm gonna kick your ass if we can go to death growling. You think so?
Nikita got hard.
No, let's let our girls stick together. We don't compete, but
Yeah, I know, but yeah, she.
you could have had two more different human beings. Okay, I mean, come on now. So it's okay. Okay, switching over to KMX Man Saints Commandos, followed by a very short clip pulled under naked interview, and then we're going to be right back with the crackhead chocolate milk story and the death growl, death metal closure. Plus, we're going to hear about Rob, and he's going to be telling you about a needs band. And it's not because he's desperate; it's because he's just that good.
And I need a bassist. That's because I'm.
Oh yeah, and KMX needs a bassist like now.
Yes.
Yo, brand new album, Grow Tours. They got fan base and everything.
We do.
Yes, you do, man. I'm telling you, the RCD release party was the Mac. It was awesome. Here's Saints Commandos, KMX fan.
From the first record.
On another note, get the new Dying Fetus. It's fucking sick. It's the CD of the fucking month. It's the fucking CD of the month,
Yeah.
man.
No,
And anyone who knows Dying Fetus knows.
Yeah, so I was telling you earlier about the whole Dying Fetus upload thing. That's confidential.
I don't know about that. I didn't know about that.
Well, we said that moron who we were thinking about bringing on the show was he uploaded Dying Fetus to a BitTorrent.
I didn't hear about that.
No, I remember you were talking about it, you already forgot it. But
No, I probably don't. Let me just get the roll off here real quick. Oh, no, what's this?
See, a fellow I know, he's starting a metal website, and he's like, he's very involved in grind. So, and I told him about the show, he seemed interested. He'd be great for someone to bring on the show, because we don't really, he's like a grind expert. So it'd be cool to do like one episode on grind, bring him in. And then he used to intern at Relapse. He got fired when he uploaded Libertier, grind band. He uploaded them to he leaked them onto the internet for whatever reason. And they fired him for that. And they fired him for that, but he had like a friendly exit, lesson learned, whatever. And then he just started this website, Sociopathic Sound. And it's like focusing on grind and death. And especially grind, and then what he did, right, the people on Relapse, they noticed Dying Fetus got uploaded to BitTorrents. Right, this is right before it was going to come out. Got uploaded to BitTorrent already, someone leaked it, and whoever did it had his username and his IP. It was or at least it had his username, whoever did it. So it all pointed to him, so I don't know if he might get they might blacklist him or something, or I don't know if anything had to happen. But he claims it was his friend who did it. Hopefully it'll get cleared up. Why is your friend at your house under your username uploading music on BitTorrent? You know, it's like, yo man, we're hanging out here, just uploading some BitTorrent. What the fuck?
I have no shame.
Hopefully they'll get it all cleared up and they'll get it all friendly. He didn't really seem interested in doing the show.
I would love to come to your show.
I have just 2 openings that just open up, and I want you there.
Normally chicks have.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll come back in 2 minutes and then we'll finish. This is really fun. You know, it's a good show. And you don't have to be until 9 o'clock. What day you're going in late tomorrow, Kevin?
No, I'm going in at 9 tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'm heading to Maryland like right after work.
Where
So,
are you going to Maryland for?
so getting your voice over here mixed up with your voice over there. I just the old ex-roommates from college we're just getting together.
Right down there.
The show's over.
Okay, here.
No show is on. This is Jimmy's place.
That's Jimmy's place of Melbourne.
Oh wow, it's 2 more full days. These are nice full days,
Yeah,
so I didn't
yeah.
have a chance to
So a
look
couple
at them.
times, and one of my friends said the best. He said like, you couldn't have something that good in Philly
Okay, 2 more full
with
days.
all like the different clubs and everything. You know, stuff there that's like only in central PA.
Wow, I didn't get anything.
Can you have like that many metalheads get together sort of as a community and put in like 1 or 2 big shows a month and just
Yes, you could because I've barred it.
I don't know.
We can do it.
Were you there for the suffocation?
I wasn't there for Suffocation. I was there for God.
Okay, we can expand out.
Two pretty big shows. One had Metallica.
Look at the size of the
And
window. In here.
And the show I was just out there had Ovo, it had Rumpelstiltskin Grinder, it had Chica, it had March to Victory. March to Victory went on second to last. I remember. Yeah, and I forget. Oh, the other show that had Infernal Opera was on the Mist Talent. Right, at both times it was pretty big shows. There was a big crowd coming out and everything, and it was. Yeah, it's actually a good turnout. It's like that's where sort of the metal is kind of centralized, located in there. There's an actual community to it. And it's sad, but you don't get shit like that in film. So I know that it cost like $1,800 to rent out for a night. Maybe didn't always do that, but maybe that's why, like, yeah, they end up charging bands so much to sell tickets. And even if they sell all these tickets, they barely make a profit if they get it out. Like, it's always. Yeah, maybe it just had, before I guess it probably just didn't cost as much to rent out. They didn't have to, now it's like you have to get fucked over in order to play the truck. It's into it with same deal, you have to sell all these tickets and then barely make a profit. And it's not really, so you get fucked over, but everyone knows they're getting fucked over when they're going into it. The venue's on it, at least honest with them about it. It's like, it's a shame with there. I'll take a Jimmy's place over that any fucking day.
Oh, it's right in your face. There's no barricade there and all. Yeah, I like venues like right there.
Yeah, it's intimate. It's small. It's small. Like they don't have to. They don't need like the amount of people you get in Jimmy's is probably the bare minimum they could get into the truck, which was like 1,000 people. The truck probably needs to have several hundred people for it to be like, okay, this is pretty successful. Jimmy's, they can get like 200 people out there, and then that's a great fucking show. It's 100 times more enjoyable than if you watched it at the fucking truck.
I mean, truck holds like 2,000 people.
It holds 1,000. But I'm not more than that too. Like it's, you know.
I thought it held like 3,000 or 4,000.
Like
As far as you got the balcony and the jungle admission area. I mean, I've been to sold out shows there before, and I've seen Slayer there.
I have, yeah. Yeah, it's in there, yeah, and that's probably, I put Jimmy's place over the truck. The only difference being Jimmy's place is an hour drive from King of Prussia, where the truck is a lot easier for me to get to. But I've been to Jimmy's place more times in the past year than I've been to the truck. I can't remember the last time I've been there.
And Queen Diamond footage.
Yeah, there's some good shows. Truck always has good shows that come through there, but you know, I like seeing new bands like Reverb and Writing. I like it.
I want to check it. Yeah.
Fear Factory's our next one.
Oh, the next one, I didn't know that. They got a local guy drumming with them now. Like the guy who's with them, I think is from Jersey. And he's got that Monstrosity hookup. So Monstrosity's hookup is Michael Labobchek. He actually lives in Philly. How they do that? It's a bit of a community. He got another band called Azure Ramones, and this guy is in Azure Ramones. So it's a sort of like a Jersey, Philadelphia connection that Fear Factory has now. Yeah, I would like. I first saw Fear Factory when they opened for Maiden, when Maiden had Blaze Bailey singing, at the Electric Factory in '96.
Wow, I've seen Fear Factory back, I don't know if you remember an old venue up in Darby called the Sultan.
You said that probably be before, was that like a 21 and up show as it was? Or?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was a small venue, but in the middle of it, you go inside, the bar's in the middle, and there's a chain link space around the bar. There's a stage that's 2 feet high. I've seen Fear Factory open for a big
Check it out.
Oh, God.
on the Soul of a New Machine.
So the new machine, oh God, that must be
And
so
it was
fucking
incomplete at that time. Obituary just put out incomplete. That's when Fear Factory hit the scene.
Yeah, that's what Obituary were like the Kings, basically.
That was their incomplete was their third start
Give me a
out.
website, because our,
But
give me
yeah,
a website, give me a
no,
website.
Well, go to BIZ
Up until,
space
World
R
Demise.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
Or
Frozen
go
in
to
Time is
Marvin,
alright.
skip forward.
Marvin,
Shit, they're
Marvin,
done.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Yeah, I know, my
It's
son's middle name is
basic.
Marvin.
Hit me up.
But when
Okay,
you,
yeah,
when you,
we're gonna
ask
get
me
it
about
away, and I
obituary,
first time I read
tell
that,
you
I'm
calls
gonna
to
skip a
death.
long time, and
Legally.
this is really awesome to do. Let me tell you,
World Demise
you know
is
what,
great
I just gotta say
album.
something.
Slowly move
You
around.
always think
You know about the high-pitched death metal vocal? I think John Tardy's the first guy doing that.
He was the only singer.
Yeah. So that's really the first guy doing like higher death metal stuff.
Oh yeah. No, he was the first. I mean, no one sounds like him.
Real quick, who's coming?
Lamb of God, I think, got some stuff from him, if
We
anything.
have
Him and
Dreams
Trent.
of
did.
Valor.
You remember
Are coming November
band called
3rd,
Wargoth?
November 4th.
Yeah, I know the name, but I don't remember how
Swashbuckle,
this
the
sounds.
one and only show for the entire year that we've ever played is going to be here October 27th. Swashbuckle, Century Media, get here. And we also
Morgoth vocals
have
is like
Who's coming in November?
obituary means
Because we're gonna
death.
be here for our
Okay.
Awesome.
November's going to be Graves of Valor.
Cool.
November 4th is Graves of Valor.
Yeah, I remember when I bought at a dollar bin in Plastic Fantastic, I think in like 93 or 94. I think it was at Death is Just the Beginning or at Death's Doors. It was the Road Relapse.
I would love to do
That
that.
was
That will work. That will work.
Okay, well, one was, I bought them both. One was, which one was supposed to relapse? Is that Death is Just the Beginning? At Death's Doors Relapse. Okay, I think Roadrunner was Death is Just the Beginning, or Freeway. It had Death covering God as
This
Thunder.
would be great.
Yeah, and it had stencil on it. All kinds of things.
It had Fear Factory with Martyr. That was the first time I ever heard it. And then you make it all the way to the end, and you get Skin Chamber.
Yeah.
Skin Chamber. That was like the most. That song was so horrible when I first heard them. I had to keep on listening to it. And after like a week, I'm like, wait a minute, I like this.
Yeah.
I need to get.
Relapse things. I mean, Relapse covers all noise, industrial. They cover it
Yeah.
all. But yeah, they got a lot of my money back.
They have a lot of my friends working for there, so they own a good chunks of my life.
if I can record it. That's all.
He sat on the stool at the truck and sang.
Oh God.
You know,
That's horrible. Why would you involve?
Yeah.
I still want to see violence come around.
Are you kidding me? Did you ever see them?
I've seen him once.
They got half the band in
I saw him
Machine
at the
Head.
I saw him, yeah, at the Empire. I saw him at the Empire.
I didn't see them live again, but I saw them do a reunion show at San Francisco.
Oh, I love the show. One of the best.
I saw a video of it.
You know what? I was telling my buddy Trent. Oh, that's what made it great. And it's all came together.
I like Eternal Nightmare, which is great back then. Oppressed the Masses, there was like 3 songs that were, I thought were awesome. The rest were good, but they weren't as good as Eternal Nightmare.
I mean, Eternal Nightmare is a landmark trash album. I mean, I was telling my buddy, I said, yo, I know this dude who sings like violence. When we were at the Nail last time,
Right.
you were singing Kill Like a Man, and I still crack up about that today because
I love that fucking song. I would love to do that.
go on, spit some out.
No,
He sounds
I
just like the dude.
I can do
What's
him.
his name?
I can do him really good.
I've killed so many times before I hit the bodies in the floor.
We're gonna
Why
start.
are the bodies in the floor?
With the bodies.
Alright guys, we're ready to see. And then when you guys are ready,
Where are we getting introduced for?
we're just violent, we're just gonna just let it roll today. We're just gonna let it go over.
I will cut shit out of it. So you know, guys, it is for promo.
Yep. Look at the lady right now.
Hey, this is Travis from Local Minds. You're listening to 191 Local Philly. Fuck you! This rocks!
Yeah, great everybody. Look at this metal show with KMX Metal Rainman. We have Sean's friend from Records Social Media. And we don't know if we can really good nickname for you yet, so we're gonna get one. I always call you Mountain King. I was thinking that talk myself.
No, that.
That's right.
All of the Mountain King.
And we have Spencer Gaston back here in the corner because he's been going. So, that's from Connor from Death Metal Artist out of Lancaster County. Or is it Chester County, Lancaster County?
That's Chester County.
Chester County, and
I cover both.
this metal show, we started probably a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago actually, it just had a little alarm. And it got such great feedback and response from it. We're in a podcast for a show, but just gonna talk about things that are all metal, and we're just gonna let it roll. If you guys think about it, or if you have any questions or any format, we've got no agenda, we've got no schedule, we're just gonna let you guys just be metal like that.
Really?
Yes, really.
Let's go back to talk about the posers.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
so-
we'll
Okay, we'll
let
just
me
do
just
ourselves.
specify, wait, I gotta specify real quick, because everybody else does. KMX, raise your hands, sir. There's Mr. Power Metal there, okay? We've got Mr. Power Metal.
Metal.
You're all metal, but you're kind of in your own little metal genre. Yeah, Sean, you're thrash. So this is basically, you're all metal, but you're basically you focus a lot of thrash. That was what
Passionate about thrash.
Passionate about thrash, formerly of brutality from the thrash metal and legends from the
Philadelphia, yeah.
Yep, and then death metal than rock. Okay, and nobody knows more power of true metal than Kevin, other than maybe
Yeah, we do need some progressive metal in here. We need one kid who's like kind of metalcore, but like a good metalcore. And we definitely need a 90s groove metal guy.
We
Or the one metalcore.
need to get a guy from Oklahoma in here, or maybe you got to be
Oxymoron.
Oxymoron. Who's a moron? Alright guys, now you were discussing earlier tonight when I was just getting a shower of the,
Dead posers.
It's us killing posers back in the mid to late 80s.
Silly posers.
It all goes back to Mr. Bailoff, the vocalist, and the original vocalist in Exodus.
Yes.
And he used to say stuff that Exodus was probably the first, they were one of the first thrash bands. Them, Overkill, Metallica, like one of those three. And he would get up on that stage and he would say stuff like, and this song, oh, there's at least one dead poser, or we're not playing. Yeah, he'd say other stuff like, okay, so we all know there are probably some people along here aren't really into the band that just came along because their friends took them. Make sure they get their asses kicked in the belly and stuff like that.
They pull it up to the stage, throw them on the stage.
Yes, and he was a man of danger. He was a man of intrigue, and he was so out of control that
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a fuck, and he so did not give a fuck that he ended up not even lasting more than one album with Exodus. And then he formed some band, did he form a band called Piranha for like a minute or something, or was that one of the guys from Exodus formed Piranha?
Yeah, Ronnie and Karate.
He formed another band for about 2 minutes. He lived as a surf bum, and then about 15 years later, he reunited with Exodus, and they broke up again. Then 5 years later, he reunited with them again, back in the band again, does ready to do a new album with him and everything, and then he died.
He was gone. He died.
So.
So, who are we talking about?
Paul Baylor from Exodus. He lived on the edge, and I mean, he fell off the edge eventually, over the 30-year period.
True.
That's
I can say I seen Exodus before I died at the truck, Dude was in bad shape, old, sat on a fucking stool. But you still...
We got 3 of you right here, I'm sorry.
He's lucky the posers didn't come up and kick his butt.
Did anybody ever present a dead poser to him?
I'm sure
They actually used to leave the club, not the band. The bands would leave the club, go out into the street, grab a fucking sprayed-haired dude, drag him into the arenas, and yes, they did.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. I'm telling you, they used to do that crazy shit. I mean, but you can't go wrong with Exodus. I mean, Bonded by Blood is a landmark thrash album, will always be. I like Exodus with Sousa and Bailoff, and the new guy. I like all Exodus.
Now, Sousa, his voice, I think one person that imitated his voice later on became more famous with it was the Crypt Keeper. From HBO's Tales of the Crypt. Yeah, look at the tail, remember that? He got that voice from Steve Zetro Sousa.
Let's do the toxic ones. Yeah, everybody's doing the toxic ones. I didn't get great world, bro. Oh, my friends, I want a little rider.
Like he talks exactly, their cover Lowrider. And then listen to the Crypt Keeper. It's the same voice.
We're fighting Crypt Keeper. We're fighting Crypt Keeper.
And he came first, right. And now, I mean, Exodus' legacy, I'm not going to share my individual opinions as much as everyone else's. That first album, a lot of people hold that's their classic. The next 2 records with Sousa were the worthy follow-ups that actually got them bigger.
Right.
Then they get signed to a major label.
That was a disaster. Great fucking album.
Yeah, but then everything after that, when they got signed, that's when people, when they felt they had a big audience, was right when people started getting disappointed with their stuff. It's funny, that how they kind of fucked up was Impact is Imminence.
Yeah.
That's my favorite record by them.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
You don't like it? No, I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite record.
That's got Lunatic
What was your favorite?
Parade.
Lunatic Parade was my favorite. One of my favorite songs on that record.
They're doing
what they want.
Yeah, Sean, what was your favorite Exodus record on?
Fabulous Disaster.
And Rob, which is yours?
That's hard.
It has to be, you have to pick one.
I do. I'm going to say Fabulous Disaster.
That was my nickname. We knew we got that, now we know where it's from.
That's just saying you're fun. That's all.
Well, I mean, when you want to talk about Exodus, I mean, honestly, the band is Gary Holt, and it still is. I mean, you can tell the same guitar writing has been going on for the entire...
Without Kirk Hammett, he was their founding.
Right.
Yeah, he's a lineman.
I actually recently saw that
Well,
Gary
he's the
King.
original member now, too.
He is.
Gary King refers to Holt as Glenn Tipton.
I love Glenn.
I mean, which I don't see. They're both great guitarists, but
Love hockey.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see that either, but,
I mean, Exodus never really slowed down. I mean, a lot of people tell me Force of Habit. Remember that album?
Yeah, that was the last time you put it for me.
Yeah,
That album is highlighted by the prank phone call at the beginning of Speaking Time at the Zoo. But I'm interested in making monkey soup.
What? Yeah, but I mean, everything was on the downfall after Impact Chamber. I mean, even the scene for that type of music was on the downfall.
Yeah.
Before that even came out, I mean, as Impact was coming out, that was sort of the end of the whole thrash phase going on at the time, and the grunge crap.
just like when they put Impact in the Zoo, it was a great album. I love it.
Right.
And then they put out Force of Habit. Around that same time, all the bands that were great, Overkill, whatnot, all those albums were mediocre at that time.
No, they just weren't as focused on.
Now, another thing that's notable about Exodus, when I first got into I got into all this stuff like early 90s when I was really getting into metal, me being young and everything. So I read about them, I go to Sam Goody's, head straight from the Exodus section, and pick up a live album called Good Friendly Violent Fun.
Right.
And what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
So this was, you can tell, they should, Monty Python put out a record called Monty Python's Contractual Obligation Record. That's exactly what this was. It was a bunch of songs from those, covered almost just like a Fabulous Disaster, one song off of Pleasures. And then it was the worst mix.
it was.
Yeah, it was. It taught me. It teaches you a lesson about the record industry, owning that record. You hear like they put out an album through a contractual obligation and no other reason.
Yeah, that's not what Lulu, I think. That's what.
No, Lulu was that's the opposite. That's rich guys having a little too much power. That's an experiment that they shouldn't have taken.
I think they owed him something. I think that was what was behind it.
He said to them, "Hey, would you guys like to do something to back me up on a record?" And they backed him up at an award show. So he said, "Hey, would you guys like to back me up on a full-length album?" He said, "Hey, why not? Why not try it out?" And now we know why not.
On the smart route.
Do you think what if we took Lulu and we replaced his whatever challenge with like Middle English?
What?
Would that give it some value?
I'd say spoken word.
Spoken word, so it's Middle
Spoken
English.
word and straight ahead metal, two things that don't go together.
I mean, if you change it to Middle English, maybe it would. Like Roger Waters in a cave, you know.
But no, get completely different backing music. It's like
timing. There's no proper timing.
Everyone says, right, it's Middle English. Like Canterbury Tales kind of style.
it's something that you can't know. You have to change it. Spoken word's gotta be.
Spoken word, there's not as much emotion.
Yeah, I think spoken word music is garbage pretty much, but if anything, it's like the lyrics are the star, the music's just got to be some sort of
It's
ambient.
like a bongo in the background, like boom.
Yeah, it's easy to something that's like really fluid. It sounds more like a jam. You can't really jam with straight ahead traditional metal. You just play a bunch of mediocre slow thrash riffs while an old man talks. That's what sort of.
It's kind of like what's his
You
name?
can't showcase both things at the same time. You
Yeah.
can't showcase the guy speaking and Metallica's guitar riffs at the same time. It just doesn't work. So,
Yeah,
you know, it's like it's either gotta be, one's gotta be lower while the other does one thing, or one's gotta be higher while the other one does the other thing.
This brings up a discussion about, I'm hearing bands, a lot of bands right now, with things that are not matching, whether it's the band and the vocals, like you're talking about, Iron Maiden, when they took on that new singer, remember, you had high pitch, everything was like high pitch.
They wanted to try something totally different, bring in Blaze Bailey, because he said, other than their figure, this guy's so different from Bruce.
But very good.
Yeah, that's it. He's good on his own. He's totally different from Bruce. People aren't. And we bring get another opera
He's
singer.
one of the flies, right?
Yeah, we are the heart of the flies. He's the guy with the low voice who always thought things like this.
You talk about things that don't match in music. I was gonna say metalcore. These bands asking Alexandria, they'll get a growl out there and then they'll. It'll still be labeled as death metal in some places. You'll see. Don't read the magazines.
I'm seeing a lot of dual vocals. Dual vocals, a male and a female, kind of back and forth on a metal stage. But they're really, this doesn't work. Sorry. Well, I got you.
Metalcore introduced a stuff. I think the idea, a lot of it initially came from Fear Factory, sadly. It did well, but then yeah.
Fear Factory's their own.
Yeah, the Fear Factory's got their own niche, and then when the metalcore bands like Atreides started to come out, I started hearing this like Death Ground during the verse, Blink-182 during the chorus. Like, you know, that one parody song that I did, the was then what did you do today? What did the darkness say? Moving away. And then it just goes back into the crowd. I'm going, well, I like the first band. What does that say?
And there's always some guy in the background repeating it, some random way.
She said she loved me, then tore up her dress. She said she loved me, then tore up her dress. That's 1 December, I'll never forget. Yeah, so that's Crash Course, a metalcore parody song.
See, that's like that. Okay, Kennex, you guys go and start with that one. That was great.
Fear Factory, I just got a new one, and you know they're still staying true to their sound. They got that machine gun for the drum machine for that album.
Did he do the drum machine for
just for this album?
Really?
Well, on all their albums, it sounds like they got a drum machine, certain songs, but it's really the drummer.
Drum
their signature sound. I mean, it sounds like a fucking machine. It's machine gun drumming.
To be able to play like a machine, that's like Joey Less kind of drum.
You know, the problem that Fear Factor ran into is that on that Digimortal album, on the 4th record, they tried to go away from this sound too much.
Right.
So now all the stuff they've had done since.
Then they've every Cars, redoing this on Cars, it's like, what the fuck?
Well, that was before that. That was on Absolute. But yeah, that wasn't, that was like mediocrity is fine. But then, for Digimortal, for people to care about it, every album had to be the album where they get back to the demanufactured sound.
Right.
Every album, like demanufactured, that's one of my favorite records. And then Absolute, that's another favorite record. But everything that Fear Factory put out into Digimortal, like, they put out some really good stuff, but it's all hit and miss because everything sounds a little forced. It's like they had to get away from that sound too early, so they made too much of an effort to get back to it. It's like Mechanized had some great shit on it, but then it had some.
What always ends up happening to me is I fucking listen to an album like Demanufactured.
Yeah.
And I'm going, holy fuck, man, I love this fucking album. The next album comes out and it's lacking. Right away I go, fuck it, I don't even want to listen to it. I don't even listen to them again until I sort of get turned on to them again by somebody else.
Listen though.
Well, there's so much out there for you to listen to. I honestly, I love music, man, but it's like, if I see a band going in a different direction, even on their first song on an album, every album being released by a major is going in a direction. You know, and once it starts going in that direction, it's probably, like you were saying earlier to me, going to continue to go right off the fucking cliff.
Well, they jumped too early. That's it. With Fear Factory.
And they changed the lineup and shit, and they broke up for 10 years.
Yeah, they changed
And the keyboardist is with Ministry, so here you go.
Well, he wasn't even their own keyboardist. Like, yeah, they brought in a lot of people in and out. They had that one split they couldn't resolve. But another thing, yeah, talking about Fear Factory again, I got into metal, you know, like early 90s. So we were a 15-year-old metalhead got into like Demanufacture was. They were like our heroes.
And then anyone who started out with Fear Factory, you're always comparing their Soul in the Machine. You know, great fucking album.
Yeah, that was a damn.
Do you think that's really fair? I mean, we take bands and we compare them always to their best thing. Like, it's just not that.
Well,
It's
see,
not
what
that.
happened,
What about bands like Korn that take something completely different and do something completely new and everybody sells it to sell out?
You know what?
You know,
I think Korn's boring no matter what they do. I think some of the better. I didn't like that.
you know, you're not a Korn fan. I don't really consider Korn to be metal anyway. Metal. I mean, it's more like Korn heavy something. But I
They
mean,
got their own sound.
but you know, they took something completely different this last time with Strongest and they did something completely new and a lot of people condemn them for it. But for what it's worth, you can't possibly compare it to anything else they've done or you're going to do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but it's important together, we always have to
I don't like
they
Korn
did.
at all, but I respect them.
Yeah.
Because you take a look at it, they were holding on to this sound, and even hell, you could. I wonder about this. You might be able to tell by watching this. I'm a fucking nerd. I went on Wikipedia. I looked at their sales, their platinum certifications. you look at how long they stayed big after that whole music scene they started, completely fell apart.
Yeah, but then
Because people who gave up on all those other bands knew Korn could always give them something new.
Korn has always been great with local
They're
bands
catchy
too.
at times.
Yeah, they're catchy and they take risks. So I think it's really cool if they tried out this thing with Skrillex. I heard one song from it. It sounded like a typical Korn stuff with just different instruments.
You just don't like Korn, but Korn is one of the interesting of one thing with Korn is that they're so one of local bands. When they do local tours, the way they work things, the way they communicate, they really, really try to bring the metal community together wherever they go. So I mean, I just wanted to throw that out for them, even if I feel like considering metal and annoying it in many ways.
And
But
you talked about comparing. The truth is, what more do you want from these bands? These bands we want to grow up loving.
I mean, I love Metallica. Everyone's like, oh, Metallica's so doing
The
mainstream.
best is behind them. Slayer, Anthrax, Testament, the best is behind them. But they still keep going. And what do you want from them?
I think the disappointment I have with Fear Factor is I think they're too pressured to make another demanufacture. Like I said, it's like if they try to make another demanufacture, but
It's
they
gonna
only make
sound like you manufacture.
yeah, well, it's like this. If they can make only 3 or 4 good songs in that direction, that sound is good, then they should only be putting 3 or 4 songs like that on the record. I think it's like, now would actually be a good time for them to start some real experiment.
Yeah, they can
The
because
thing is, they went too far away from that too early on. They lost too many people, so every album has to be, now we're getting back to demanufactured.
What do you think about something like Pantera's new album just put out with that B-side, being what is that, Kiss Something?
They put out another re-release Vulgar Display of Power with one more song.
One more song, that song had been recorded a long time ago. And do you think, I mean, they're just way over past their time, I mean, do you think that people just think,
Pantera.
Pantera, Dimebag Down, I mean, people have, they hold him into.
Pantera's gonna sell regardless. If they never do another fucking show, there's still gonna be a
One of the, I hate saying this because I mean, I was shocked so much to hear about Dimebag Dime. Like one thing about when they broke up in 2003, when they did that, they kind of sealed their legacy.
Yeah.
Because they were going through the same difficulties.
I think it's a whole
That's what's behind them then. To be honest, I love Pantera. Great band.
You think they
I
should just let it
smoked pot
go?
with Dimebag back in 91, 92. I can say I met the guy playing guitar legend. But to be honest, I like so much, I love thrash and death metal. Pantera, great band. When they first came out, Cowboys, I was blown the fuck away. That's still my favorite Pantera. They're one of those bands though, when they did break up, I didn't care. And I didn't like Damage Plan.
I like Damage Plan. No, it's like one thing with Pantera, Great Southern Trendkill. A lot of my friends love that record.
Oh, really?
That was the fourth thing. A lot of my friends loved it. I didn't hate it. I thought it was.
It was their least good
I'll tell you,
I
there was
was
a
really
time
split.
when Southern Trendkill came out, no lie, the time was when that genre of metal, thrash, that genre, like Hell in Hell type stuff, was starting to cross over in the mainstream. And I can remember going to a Metallica concert down at the fucking Spectrum, and I had motherfuckers in like football jerseys and shit, throwing beer bottles at me, calling me a long-haired faggot.
And they all get Metallica?
No, the fucking Metallica show.
Oh my God.
Back on, what the fuck record was it?
Was it the Black Album?
I was probably there at the same show.
No, it was the Justice album.
It was Justice album.
Justice album.
That was when that's when they broke
remember
up.
because those motherfuckers had flipped the car on its side. They were sitting on the top of the fucking car, on the door, on the side. They were throwing beer bottles at long hair.
Was it
It was just fraud. It was just fraud.
Just for I was 89.
That's when they came
was
with Queens,
96.
that's when they came with
Yeah, Queen's right.
Okay, so we go back to Pantera, like,
Was that the Warning album? Queen's right, the Warning, or was that the one after that?
no, that would have been Empire.
When did Southern Trendkill
Southern
come out?
Trendkill was 96.
Oh God, was that late? I thought it was me. Okay,
Yeah.
totally
It's
late.
Cowboys from Hell was it was the first album.
I'm talking about Justice. I'm talking about
Justice
Justice.
was 88.
Yeah, Justice was 88. The Trendkill was 96.
And the
So
Warning was
It was the
88.
Black Album.
Yeah, you talking about the whole Spectrum when it was up, right?
Oh, Spectrum was,
That's when the Spectrum was up.
Spectrum was up until 90.
But I'll never fucking forget. I was like, holy shit.
Fred Daddy's
It's
like,
like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah, wow.
It was like all of a sudden everybody on the football team was like, fucking Metallica, man. I'm going, hey, what happened?
I played football. but a bunch of my friends on the line, we all love Metallica.
Right.
And I was
So
like,
whenever they start learning Metallica is whenever they start saying they were sold out. But
When I started playing football in middle school, our thing was fucking
Limp Bizkit.
Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
Fucking Twisted Sisters.
you know, I mean, that's what we were in. In middle school and high school, everyone thought it's funny. When I was in middle school, I would go to my brother's gatherings with his football team. This is all mainline stuff. This is where people are the most conservative in the level. So this is like 93 or 94. I've been wearing a Metallica shirt. I wasn't in high school. I was in middle school. I was going to gatherings with my brother. The other people were like, "Look, Metallica, are you a Satanist?" So I told them yes. I told them yes, and I went on and on and on. I said I would go to gatherings and do sacrifices.
No, I remember
I had some people go.
when Gordon died, we all were black arrogants in concert lights, and we all got suspended for showing religious friend or something.
Okay, well,
And it was
yeah,
an awesome. I mean, so I'm talking, they really did. For some reason, metal really equated with Satanism.
Right, yeah, especially on the main line, especially.
And this is the main line. I mean, I was an anomaly. You were an anomaly. I'm more of an anomaly.
Right, so when I went to Muhlenberg College, again, that's a very white bread college. It's away from the main line. I went over there. All of a sudden, 5 guys on my hall alone had every Metallica album. It's like, wait a minute, this is. I grew up
They
with
love their
Viper
team.
Cup.
Yeah, you know.
It was the same thing when you started, when I started going to shows, you went to these metal shows, you went to whatever metal shows you were going to.
Yeah.
And there was a specific way people were, there was a specific way people dressed, there was a specific way people talked. We all understood each other. And then all of a sudden, I'm walking into a club going, is this a fucking dance club or is this a fucking metal show?
That's how.
You know what I mean? And it got to be like, all of a sudden at metal shows, I felt like I was the fucking guy on the out.
Yeah, I didn't fucking
belong there.
I know, you know what brought mainstream was glam. It was like Poison and all this shit that brought it into the football.
We have like 6 stars now, right? Like 3 different stars.
Yeah, I know a band can play. Well, back to Posers and Metallica before we're off.
Okay, all right, let's one more take a break, and then we're going to
That's a
talk.
bad terror discussion like that.
Okay, so wait a minute. One more now. You want to finish the discussion now, or do you want to come back?
Well, you know what? We can work on Metallica.
Alright.
And Posers, like, people who didn't like metal ever, they liked rap, and they started like Metallica just because they seen the one video on MTV. Oh, I like one.
Oh, yes,
Well, that was the crossover point right there, was when one was related to
People that like rap.
Johnny Gabriel to see that movie.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, again, on the main line, everyone was like, people did not know Enter Sandman from Death Metal.
You're right, it was stuff. That's what it was called, but stuff. Like, you like that stuff, or you like that crap, or you like that shit?
And then, that's what it was. 6th grade, that was hard. The 6th grade, I got a Megadeth shirt. My mommy got it for me, but I had a Megadeth shirt, so I was just going to get it to them. Right, this is cut down to extinction.
Oh, okay, all right.
So whenever random people walk by me in the hallway, look, Megadeth, and they suck, you poser.
It's a fucking reversal.
And they had a Wally Cruz shirt on probably.
Yeah, I was like, this is Nirvana. They would probably just be wearing a blank flag. And the thing is, it's like, wait, they suck? You're calling me a poser? You think I'm not into Megadeth enough? You're calling me a poser?
This is Tuba.
We'll get to that later on, and then later on, there's this one really messed, or a couple really messed up kids who were into Megadeth. And see, I only had the one album. I was one of those mainstream kids just crossing over, so I was their enemy too. Right? And then he beat me up if I wore a Megadeth shirt again. Actually, the next day in school, I wore a Megadeth shirt.
Shit, I would have wore like a fucking Cannibal Corpse shirt just to get to say Megadeth. Look at this.
I wore a Megadeth shirt, so he gives me this wimpy little kick, and then he walks away.
What a pussy.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Who was this white nose person?
Names aren't important. Names aren't important, but anyway,
I'm sorry.
this is that Bala Kimwan. No one tried to. The Bala Kimwan, some people at least try to be tough, even if they would fail. So anyway, a couple years later, Megadeth Euthanasia tour. My friends and I see them at the Civic Center. We bring in these canned goods so we can go backstage.
Oh, here's a great story, Robin.
So we're meeting Megadeth backstage. They're walking up to like a room full of people doing all these handshakes. It's very, very cool. It's great. And then like Mustange's coming by and he's taking the longest. He's taking the longest to get to us. So he comes by, my friend sitting next to me, we had tried to form this band. We talked about like 2 years off and on, and then like 4 years after that, nothing ever fucking came of it.
Right.
So when he sees me, he starts rattling, yeah, man, I'm in the band, and this guy's in the band with me.
Dave Mustaine.
And he was like, Dave Mustaine, so yeah, what does he play? The tuba? I said, Dave Mustaine.